guys, how's it going? Nazar here, better known as Naz. You're watching Nostalgic. How's it going? This video is mostly for my viewers, subscribers, friends, family, and people that watch casually. And if you're new, hey, how's it going? Hopefully you like this. Anyway, this video is going to be me in my car talking about my 10,000 subscriber celebration. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, didn't want to make like a huge video, I didn't want to do a giveaway or any of that stuff. Just wanted to kind of mark this little goal that I had. I had this goal set for myself since I started YouTube. I'll talk about it in the video after my little intro here. But yeah, I've been doing this since way before 2008. Oh my god, roughly 2008. But anyway, this video, I just wanted to kind of make it to mark my 10,000 sub achievement or goal. I have always wanted to kind of reach this goal due to a bunch of things and just having a life. I didn't get there as fast as I hoped, but I also set this goal to myself at the beginning of this year, 2024. And I was like, dude, I gotta at least get to 10,000 by the end of this year. So I strapped on my boots and, put in a little time and energy. And here we are. We're a little bit past 10,000 subs. Yay! So I'm excited. I actually am excited. I'm happy about it. So I wanted to make this little video to kind of talk about my little journey with YouTube. Not the whole thing by any means. I'm not going to mention a bunch of things or things that I used to make videos on, but there's a few things I'll touch on. I will talk about some of my Hot Wheels journey on this channel. I'm going to tell you what's changing on this channel. I'm going to tell you what's already changed on this channel. If you've been watching, you've noticed the change. I'm doing different things, like not just Hot Wheels, which is something I'm getting back to my roots with. So yeah, I don't want to take up your guys' time. I'm just going to say this at the beginning of the video so you can turn this off if you don't want to listen to me go on and tell stories and such things. So right off the bat, thank you everyone who's been there since the very beginning, subscribing, supporting me, going back and forth since flea market days, my art making days, my scrap metal and storage unit clean out days, house clean out days, me selling at the flea market, me working for somebody, collecting Hot Wheels, then doing a whole bunch of toy collecting videos, toy hunting videos, then through my Power Rangers phase where I collected almost every Megazord known to man. My whole room here that you're looking at right now used to be nothing but Megazords. Now it's a little bit of everything, which is how I like it, and this is exactly what I wanted to have from the very beginning of my collecting journey, which I'll talk about in this video when I get into my car. So right now I am slowing down with, I stopped peg hunting videos like a while ago. I stopped doing most of my rant videos. I stopped doing a lot of different videos that I've been doing for the past maybe 5 years. And there's a lot of new things coming to my channel, new changes, but I'm still sticking with Nostalgic. The point of this channel is basically a vlog channel documenting my journey through collecting, through art, through adventures that I have either by myself, with my friends, or with my girlfriend Maggie. And that's the stuff that I've been, salt and peppering in, but it's no longer going to be focused just on Hot Wheels or just on flea market or just on this and that. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff related to pop culture, to collecting, to collectors, and a bunch of different stuff like that. But it's mostly going to be me taking you on my journey of where I go, what I do, what I'm interested in, what I'm collecting, what I'm doing. So hopefully that makes sense. That's basically where I'm going. I am also planning a few different projects. One's with my friend Andre, another one with can't tell you. But there's going to be 2 more. Oh yeah, I'm doing another one with another friend of mine and another one that I can't tell you about. But those will all come out and you will get to watch my journey continue on the Nostalgic channel. So hopefully you guys will stick around and you're in for some awesome videos and some awesome content because oh my god, the stuff I got planned is gonna be fun, and I can't wait to like just go on this journey and share it with y'alls. So anyway, let's end with this intro. Let's get back into my car and I'll talk to you. It's gonna be a little bit sad, a little bit happy. Don't expect like pow zoom waka waka. It's just gonna be me talking, telling you stories about YouTube and what I'm doing and what I've been doing, and some reasons of what happened, what's gone on over the past years, why my content has changed, and why recently I've gone up subscribers. I started making way more YouTube videos, and why I'm more lively than I was before, because it's been a really rough 3 years. I'll talk about that in my car. Join me, shall you? I'm not Adam the Woo, but let's do it. Wah! Whew. Hello, people. How's it going? Nazar here. It's been a while since I've done one of these talky videos. Just figured I'd check in with you guys. I'm over here like in Philly by the water. I don't know whatever the area is, but that Quaker something flea market's right there, the stinky one. Yeah, I was just kind of over there, dropped my mom off because she needs exercise, so this is a good way for her to get her exercise. But yeah, man, I dropped her off and I was like, I don't think I want to even walk around there. I don't know what that means, probably just my mood today, but I've been feeling that way often. Yeah, I am gonna go to Columbus Farmers Market on Sunday, so after tomorrow. I gotta pick up a Nintendo Switch from my friend Jim. Maggie and I have been thinking about like, oh man, you know, we miss our Wii U, because we used to play like Yarn Yoshi and a bunch of other different games, and you know, we were kind of like sitting around the other day, we're like, man, you know, kind of miss the Wii U, but we don't miss the console itself because it was very bulky and whatever, you know what I mean. So I'm not per se a gamer. I used to be. I used to be very into NES, Sega Genesis, then PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. After PlayStation 2, I kind of fizzled out. So I'm more of a retro gamer, but not like hardcore, like casual. I mean, I know my stuff. I used to collect NES games, also all that retro stuff. If you guys are hardcore nostalgic viewers, then you'll remember the good old days. But yeah, dude, I used to have like stacks of NES, stacks of Genesis, stacks of Xbox, all that stuff. All that was sold like, poof, 6-7 years ago. My God, it's been a while. But yeah, we kind of wanted to get back into it so that Maggie and I can just, you know, play together, because we really had fun together doing that. So yeah. Oh wow, that guy's just picking up some nasty shit from the ground. I love this part of Philly. Oh God, oh dude, I wish I could show you that, but he's already walking by. That was disgusting. Anyway, I'm gonna be like all over the place because I'm just kind of killing time, and just wanted to check in with the nostalgic viewers. I wanted to thank all of you for sticking around. Over the past year or so, my channel started growing again because I kind of got back into it. Again, those of you that have been watching, you know, I've done update videos, but you know, about 3 years ago my dad passed away. That really like messed me up mentally. Then the war in Ukraine started. That was, you know, a nice left hook. Then I had a couple of so-called friends betray me and do a bunch of bullshit on YouTube. You'll know who you are. But then I had pretty much 95% of my friends and viewers stick around after all of that. So I was very happy about that. But my main issue was just mentally I wasn't there for anything, for collecting, for any of that. So I went through like my phase of minimalism. I never became a minimalist. I never strived to be a minimalist. But I watched like a whole ton of YouTube videos, you know, like Matt Diavella, a bunch of others. And I started reading books by Seneca, like about Stoicism and all sorts of stuff like that, which kind of aligned my brain over like the next year after that. So during that time, I got rid of like a lot of stuff, like you know, if you're new watching this, I used to be like a hardcore collector of everything. Like before any of this even happened, I purged my retro video games, retro video game consoles. I got rid of all of that, all of my retro toys, vintage, all that stuff. Not all of it, like, you know, 90% of it. I kept the things that are nostalgic to me, you know, true and dear and true to my heart. That was kind of like what my channel and I have always been about. As far as pop culture goes, nostalgia, you know, I was always into you know, just preserving memories with the stuff. But you know, with an addict personality, as most of you are, if you're a collector, you're kind of like that. You know, I started kind of losing my way, getting out of control, starting to like collect multiples and multiples of things. I started having bins in my basement, bins in my attic, you know, just bins everywhere of just stuff that I kept buying because I was just on a roll. And at the time I was doing my YouTube series called Flea Market Days. Check that out, it's a fun series. I had a bunch of friends there. We would just hang out at the market. We would do all sorts of stuff. They were all into video games and toys, so we were all like-minded. That was years ago. And like 7 years ago, yeah. And man, those are the good old days. And you know, I was younger, all the other guys were younger. We didn't have as many responsibilities. You know, now most people are married or have kids and, you know, have other responsibilities, including myself. So, you know, I wasn't a homeowner back then. I am now. I have a mortgage that I have to pay. I have a mother who has Parkinson's and a couple of other issues that are quite serious. And all of those things kind of occupied my mind space and occupied my time. So like when you're really, your headspace isn't in it, it's kind of hard to follow with all of that. So, but yeah, before any of that happened, I was definitely realizing, dude, I have way too much stuff. I'm not necessarily a reseller. Why am I hoarding all this stuff? You know what I mean? And, you know, looking back at it, it probably would have been good to kind of keep holding on to it, because right now all that stuff is ridiculously expensive. I could have made some good money, but no regrets. The point wasn't to make money. I make good money. It's just that I have very high expenses, as I'm sure a lot of you can relate these days. So, yeah. So I got into Hot Wheels, you know. I've been collecting Hot Wheels my whole life. Like, Hot Wheels and die-cast cars has been something that the first thing that I was collecting as a child. My dad hooked me up constantly with little die-cast cars back in Ukraine when I was a little boy. And yeah, but you know, then I went to college, got rid of stuff, and then, you know, about 2017, 2018, I started getting back into Hot Wheels, because, you know, like, I just went to a store, I'm like, oh yeah, these are freaking awesome, you know. And I still had my collection somewhere in the bin, and I dug all that up, and, you know, it got back in my mind, so I started making Hot Wheels videos. But the reason why I kind of stepped away from the flea market thing is because I got together with this dude named and he was a metal scrapper, he was a house clean out guy, he was a storage unit buyer or whatever, and he was selling on eBay. So me and him kind of got together, and we just started hanging out for like 2 years, and that's kind of what took me away from the flea market and the whole flea market gang and crew. I still keep in touch with most of those guys. If they keep in touch with me, I keep in touch with them, you know what I mean? And so yeah, that guy turned out to be like a psychopath, man. I'm not even gonna go into it, but yeah, that was 2 years kind of wasted. It's wasted because I realized, you know, that I teamed up, partnered up with the wrong person. And yeah, so dude, I actually sold stuff for him on eBay. I would list about 200 items a day, every day, except Saturdays and Sundays, although sometimes if I needed money. But he paid me hourly, and after I realized, holy shit, I just made this guy like and I was always honest. Whenever we would search for things and I would find gold or whatever, I would give it to him without any question. Then I realized that all of that shit was in vain, and I was just like, all right, this is fucked up. So I had about 200 videos with that guy over like 2 or 3 years, and I deleted pretty much all of those videos. I didn't want to kind of keep that on my channel because like, it's just the wrong person, you know what I mean? So the only reason I'm saying that is because I stopped with the toys because of that. And after I got back home, after working with this dude and renting a house from him, that was an exciting time. Yeah, I got back into Hot Wheels, and I was like, this is great. And you know, like, I would go to stores, like Hot Wheels weren't crazy popular yet, so I would go to like Toys R Us and stuff like that, you know, and that's when like Toys R Us was started going out of business shortly after that, like that time. And that was so much fun, man, because you know the Team Transport, if you're a Hot Wheels person watching, remember the RWB Porsche Team Transport? I would see those at every Target just dangling there. That was a peg warmer, believe it or not. Now those go for like $200-300. So that was the time I got back into Hot Wheels, and I picked one up just because I liked it. I kept seeing it dangling there, and after a while I was like, alright, after like 2-3 weeks I was just like, I'll pick one up, it's kind of cool, it's purple. And I had that. Eventually I stripped it and powder coated it, and I think Subi Diecast has that car. If you're watching, bro, you have a piece of history. So yeah, then I just started going, and of course, you know, it got out of hand. I started doing all sorts of crazy collecting and hoarding, and it was just fun. I enjoyed the hunt, you know what I mean? And which is what it was all about. So I started making videos about it, documenting my hunts and peg hunting and all that good stuff. Then I got into with a couple of guys from the diecast community who were pretty much just starting out also. I guess they were drawn to me because I had like 9,000 subscribers, and they had like 200, 300. Right now they're way surpassed me, but that's not what really matters. But anyway, we kind of became friends, and I was helping them out. I kept, like, you know, blowing up their channels, shouting them out. They started growing. I gained a few subscribers. And then as time went on, I realized that a lot of these guys were just selfish pricks. And a lot of the stuff they were putting out on YouTube were lies. They were just saying stuff people want to hear, making themselves seem like they're nice and they're in it for the collections. In the end, it turned out they were just in it to promote themselves. They were just in it to grow their channels. They were just in it to get free shit from their viewers and fans. And none of their so-called rules turned out to be correct or true, as I found out personally when I was trying to like trade with them. Even as like we collaborated with videos, we did a bunch of like podcasts together and stuff like that. And you know, some were worse than others, but yeah, that whole thing crashed down quick, and a bunch of them eventually teamed up due to jealousy and due to a whole bunch of they're just narcissists, man. So they teamed up and kind of dragged my name through the mud and made all sorts of allegations about me, and which were all not true, and there's no evidence to back any of it up. because none of the shit they accused me of ever happened or I ever done. Yeah. So, and all of that happened pretty much like 6 months after my dad passed away and after war in Ukraine started. So I'm already fucked up, and these guys decide to do this bullshit to me. So I was like, all right, fuck that. So I kind of took a little break. I was still into peg hunting, so I would still do little videos, but like my heart wasn't in it just because of all the mental bullshit that was going through my head. And but during this time, I really realized who my true friends are, man. I realized how blessed I was. The people that came out of the woodwork during this time when there was bullshit said about me, and all these people who I used to help turn their backs on me, the good came out. And I was like, wow. And all these guys were supporting me. We just built this beautiful little community of just friends with like-minded everything. Like, we were all collectors of toys, of Hot Wheels. We kind of had the same beliefs. Not even gonna get into the whole political thing, because holy shit, that was one big thing that I realized, that they were kind of driven by politics a little bit, which was like, holy fuck, man. You guys are running toy channels, you're running like car toy channels, and you're talking all this awful shit about people that don't have the same political views as you. Anyway, so yeah, the good people came out, and I was just like, holy shit. And to this day, you guys are watching right now, because that's how tight we all are. We just support each other, we watch each other. I started meeting some of these guys in person. We would hang out, we would meet each other at either toy cons or just on the whatever, outside, whatever, a lot of locals too. I started meeting local collectors. I started going back to flea markets after a much needed break, because holy crap, flea markets can burn you out too, unless you're a reseller, when you have to go and you have to keep accumulating to sell. Whatnot was born during this time. Even Whatnot reached out to me at one point. They're like, you want to, be our Hot Wheels guy? I was like, holy shit, I have that email, by the way, still. At the time, I was going through my minimalism thing, and my head wasn't there because of my dad's passing and the war and all sorts of crazy bullshit. So I was like, no, guys, I'm sorry. I don't think I would make a good match because my head's just not in it. They were like, no problem. It's fine. So that was kind of an opportunity lost, but it's okay. I was never looking for any kind of a sponsorship or anything like that. I actually turned out a ton of sponsorships during that time, because I was just like, I don't know if I want to do YouTube. Like, I just, like I said, my heart's not in it. I'm not in it to like entertain anybody. Wasn't really feeling it. So, yeah, man, it's kind of a, I hope that FedEx truck's not trying to get in here. I'm just in a random alley. Yeah, I hope I don't get accosted by a crackhead. So yeah, it's interesting. Oh, he is backing in here. Hold on, guys. All right, alleys switched successfully. So yeah, man, I don't even know where I was. Anyway, all that shit aside, I just wanted to, again, I'm killing time, but I've been wanting to make this video for a while, so that's why it just worked out perfectly. But yeah, I finally reached 10,000 subs, surpassed it a little bit. I didn't want to like make a video saying like, yay, I reached my goal, because you need to kind of go past 10,000 a little bit, because it goes up and down. Sometimes you lose 10 subs, sometimes you gain 10 subs, sometimes that happens within a day. I might still drop below 10,000, who knows. It doesn't really matter. But I set a goal at the beginning of this year, 2024. I was like, I need to reach 10,000 subs, not for any kind of monetary reason, not for anything. It was just like a personal goal, and I reached it. I honestly didn't think it was gonna happen like now. Like literally it happened like a couple of weeks before the presidential election, which I'm not gonna talk about. And I mean, that was kind of my goal even from the very start. I was like, I just want to get to 10,000 subs, and I was well on my way there until all that stuff I just mentioned happened, and then it just kind of stopped. I never like lost a bunch. It would always kind of like balance out, so I kind of always hung around 9,000 and like 800, like between there, for those couple of years, because I was just not trying for YouTube at all. Like, I would make videos because it was just fun. I like making videos. I went to film school. I just like to make like documentary style videos, and YouTube is basically a nice gate for that. Like, I can just make easy, almost no effort videos like this, and just be happy with that. So yeah, I kept documenting my journey, and that's what my channel is about. It's always been about that. It's been about just me making videos of what I'm up to. If I'm collecting Hot Wheels, that's what I'm putting on there. If I'm making art, that's what I'm putting up here. If I'm making whatever, that's what I'm putting up on this channel. It's just kind of like documenting my journey through nerdy stuff, through collecting, and through my art, and through anything else. If me and Maggie go on like a little trip somewhere, we take a train ride or something, that's what I'm gonna make a video on. And that's not like necessarily the best thing for YouTube. YouTube wants you to stick to a niche. If you're making Hot Wheels videos, be a Hot Wheels channel. That's what YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you to other viewers who are into Hot Wheels or into flea market videos. And I've seen all of that. Like, I understand YouTube completely. I'm just specifically and intentionally not trying to keep growing. I don't really care. This is just fun for me. It always has been just fun for me. So yeah, so honestly, that's just my journey here, man. That's what I do on YouTube. It's just I guess technically a vlog channel. It just join me as I do stuff. And yeah, so it has been Hot Wheels for a hot minute, but now that I guess we're moving on to this topic. Another thing that kind of turned me off is when I came back into the diecast community after my little break. Even though I was making videos, I wasn't watching YouTube videos about Hot Wheels or whatever. I would watch like maybe 2 or 3 other people that I know, or a couple of channels that I always watched even before I was making Hot Wheels videos. So everything else, anybody else that I used to like do whatever, I just wasn't watching them, because I just, it's not that I didn't care about the person, I just didn't want to watch videos about Hot Wheels. So during that time, holy shit, you guys know, I've made rant videos about this even during that time when I was starting to see things change. But I started to see these things change even before anything happened, before the war and my dad and all that. I started seeing how like YouTubers, specifically Hot Wheels, were changing and what they were doing, how they were manipulating things. Just watching people turn from just being a pure collector and just nerding out about stuff they find and being happy and documenting their collections and collecting experiences, to just being hardcore resellers, or now they're just collecting supers, now they're just collecting chases and they're not opening anything because the value will drop. And that's where I'm heading to. That's what kind of, not all, don't get me wrong guys, there's a lot of awesome YouTubers out there that are amazing videos, amazing channels. I still watch a lot of stuff like that, and I'm still subscribed to a bunch of people like that. Customizers, people that collect and they're excited about what they bought. It's not just the hype, it's not just what's hot right now, the newest thing, I gotta get that, and then 3 weeks later that thing that everyone was freaking out about doesn't even matter anymore. Like like that just put a sour taste in my mouth, and I'm just like, I don't want to be a part of that. That's not my thing. So yeah, so that's another reason why I kind of stepped back from the whole YouTube diecast community. I never stepped back from the diecast community. I still keep in touch with a lot of people. I'm still a collector. I just don't collect everything. I collect only, like I've mentioned, like I constantly, it's like my mantra on this channel. Collect what you like, own your collection. Don't let your collection own you. The things I collect are cars that I really like. I like cars in real life. I'm a car guy. I'm not like a mechanic car guy. I know some things, but you know, I love like car designs. I love history. I love racing history of cars. I love stuff like that. You know, Mustangs, Datsuns. There's a bunch of different things that I really like, and like I'm a huge fan of Kaido House, like huge fan of Junimai. I'm a fan of various designers, you know. Dima Shakhmatov. I love him. The guy that makes the Maxima Drift car, the guy that designed the Di Machini Veloce, a whole bunch of other cars he designed, the Aristorat. So yeah, designers like that, I follow them because they're artists. They're true, like, it's hard to explain. So that's what I've always been into. And once, you know, I started seeing people were not really, they don't really care about stuff like that. All they want is just the new thing, the next thing, the value, the monetary value, not collector value, not soul value, you know, like not like, I love that, I gotta get that, that's just so cool. You know, like when you were a kid, you'd get something, you get that feeling inside. You're like, oh my God, and you look at that toy forever, and you're just like, oh, that's so cool, and you put it up, and you stare at it. That's more or less, it's a little different when you're older, obviously, you know, but that feeling, that's kind of what I chase, you know what I mean? And that's what I enjoy. If it's a chase from Kaido House that gives me that feeling, I'm gonna get that. Not just because it's a chase, because I love how that chase looks in raw form, or a super treasure hunt. I've found super treasure hunts. I don't know why, but I'm lucky with that. I find super treasure hunts still now, and even during my not really collecting phase, I would still just walk in and like, oh, there's a super treasure hunt. I would pick them up, but I wouldn't keep them. I would either put them towards the charity for Ukraine auctions. Just a quick side note, that's what I've been focusing my channel on ever since the war started. I've been doing auctions, fundraisers to raise money for Ukraine, for volunteers in Ukraine, and they take that money and they give it to medics, they give it to relocate people from war zones, for medicine, for food. Also, these volunteers rescue animals, they rescue people. They do so much stuff. So those are the people that I've been focusing on and collecting money for with my channel, with my fundraisers. And I've kind of focused on that. And I understand a bunch of people kind of backed away because I'm always like, come on guys, next auction's coming. But a lot of people stuck around. I've gotten so many people from the diecast community, just legends. You guys are legends, veterans, just regular people, collectors from all walks of life, from different political views, whatever, Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. If you're a good person, you're a good person, right? Those people stuck around, and I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me for all these years and continually supporting, either by donating cars or donating money or participating in the auctions and buying stuff. All the customizers that have sent so much stuff. I'm not going to name anyone because there's a bunch of you, but some of you are just legends. Those of you that are amazing, I usually send really cool stuff as a thank you. You guys know. But that's not what it's about. It's just, you know, that's what I shifted my focus on, is I kind of used my platform to do good, because I have crazy responsibilities here. So and I'm not in the best of health to go to Ukraine and pick up a weapon and go, you know, slaughter some Russians for invading my country. It's a mess over there, guys. So there's a genocide currently taking place in Ukraine, and Russia's doing it. Putin fucking, it's a nightmare. You guys don't even know. I have family members that are serving on the front lines. I have one who's a medic on the front lines. The photos, videos I get are mind-blowing. So yeah, I can't just not do anything. So that's how I'm supporting Ukraine. That's how I'm doing my part. So, yeah, enough of that. So, you know, so where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about the whole 10,000 subscriber thing. And yeah, I finally reached it. I did a little jig when I saw it roll over. I didn't want to make a big fuss about it. That's why I didn't make 10,000 video celebration giveaway, whatever. I might do a giveaway just to thank, but You know, how I'm doing it is I'm just basically sending stuff to some people that have been there, or I hook them up with certain things that they really wanted that goes on auction or whatever. For some people, I would buy something from the auction thing and send it to them as a thank you gift. So I'm still donating from myself, money wise. And my friends or people that have donated over the years get a really nice gift, you know, be it a chase or a treasure hunt or whatever, you know, whatever. So I try to cover it like that. Recently, and ever since then, I've, like I said, I met some new friends and people that I really cherish and value their friendship. I have a lot of friends now. I always had friends like good quality over quantity. But ever since I realized how fucked up the world is, how messed up people are, how some people use you, I started to like open my mind to like just meet people who you know are good, people that you don't have like that intuition inside of you, you know, knowing like that dude's shady, you know. Yeah, they're acting cool, whatever, but when you listen to your intuition about people, if you feel something's not right, you're probably right. And that was my biggest message and lesson that I learned. And so some of these people I met, I'm just so blessed with that. I'm thankful for things like that. That's why this might seem corny to you guys, but I'm thankful for good people. It's genuine. So some of these folks, we just actually teamed up with Vic and Lana, Mustang Queen on Whatnot, and Diecast Creepo also on Whatnot. We teamed up and did a little fundraiser there. We raised $3,000 for Ukraine. And we didn't even sell most of the stuff that we had to sell, so I still have stuff left over. There's more auctions and fundraisers coming up, so stay tuned to my channel. Remember, it's all for Ukraine. Also, I reached out to some of the volunteers and military guys over there. They've already made some thank you videos. I can't wait to play those. Some of them are even sending stuff to me now from Ukraine as stuff to either auction off or give to some of these people as thank yous here. For doing all these fundraisers. So I'm very excited about that. We've made a difference. I'm just happy. Over these, since the war started, we've raised now at this point it's about $14,000 for a small little insignificant channel like mine and the community that got pulled together here on the Nostalgic channel. $14,000 in 3 years. I wish I had that money. That would, oh my god, I need a new roof, I need new electric, I need new plumbing, I need money for stuff. I drive a car that's worth about $1,000. My Mazda Protege P5 manual transmission, bought it for $1,100 from one of my best friends, Yuri, who's Ukrainian also. So yeah, this thing needs so much work, but I love this car. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited about all that. Like, things are so cool now. Like, I really love everything in life happens for a reason. And, everything has its season. And everyone has their time in the sun. And, I'm very grateful and thankful for everything that I went through, with friendships and losing friendships. I learned so much, and, now I'm on the right track to keep going with what I'm doing. And I guess this is my 10,000th subscriber celebration video. Those of you who are watching, thank you. I know this is a long video of me talking, but hey, my walking and talking videos were very popular for some reason. I don't know why you guys like to watch me walk on train tracks and through parks and talk about stuff like this, but you guys do. People keep sending me messages, bring back walking and talking, bro. And I'm like, I know, I got fat. I need to get back out there and walk and talk, man. So yeah, dude, I went through like quitting smoking, then starting to smoke again, and then I quit again. It's been all sorts of different things. But yeah, right now I'm back on track to lose weight again, get healthy again, because hey man, I'm about to turn 45. I've been doing YouTube since 2008. Not actively. I started back in college. I only had my YouTube channel to like kind of store my film school projects on and kind of share things and whatever. Then I started making little Ukrainian things, and then I continued to like, oh yeah, I would document my art. I was very successful making my 3D collage art. I used to sell at a art gallery downtown Philly. I sold pieces for up to $2,000, believe it or not, guys. Like, that used to be my main income. I would just make art, take it to a gallery, at the end of the month pick up my paycheck from all the art that's sold, because it's sold internationally. Like, my stuff's international. So yeah, then the gallery closed down because they got some kind of opportunity to move to Singapore. So they closed down the gallery, moved to Singapore, and I don't know what those guys are doing. But after that, I got into other things and stopped making art. And my whole plan is to get back to making art again. My whole thing is just get back to doing things that made me happy before. I focused way too much to bring other people up who were not grateful, who used me. And after learning all of this, maybe too late in my life, or just I've known this before, I've gone through these betrayals before, but I guess I kept giving people benefit of a doubt. So now I'm just very cautious with people and trusting things and people and stuff like that. So right now it's just all positive, man. I'm just out to, you know, support Ukraine, raise money for that, getting back to art, getting back to quality over quantity with people, and just enjoying my life, man. Yeah, it's what being an adult is all about, man. Just gonna start wrapping this up because I don't really know what else I can tell you. Just been having a really good time on YouTube, been having a good like, even though life is hard with, you know, after things have happened and my mom getting the Parkinson's and all that, you know, it's been difficult. A lot of things hit me at once at the same time, just pow, and I'm like, holy shit. So now that I'm kind of like leveling out and kind of getting back into routines, building routines, and you know, kind of understanding myself more and knowing what I want out of life and out of people, out of friendships, out of anything, I'm kind of moving forward. And there's going to be a lot more stuff coming up on this channel. Some is going to be stupid, some of it's going to be not so stupid. And but yeah, I'm just grateful and thankful for everyone who's here. You guys have been amazing legends. Thank you for everyone's support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, Nostalgic as a channel is gonna keep going. Remember, I'm not like, the channel's not, that's not my nickname. I'm not Nostalgic. That's the name of the channel. My name is Nazar, or you can call me Naz. Yeah, it's been strange sometimes. Everyone's like, hey, Nostalgic. I'm like, where? But I get it. I kind of use that tag as my art tag at some points, and enough said about that. There's been some graffiti done back in the day. But yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for watching. More stuff coming. 10,000 subs, big deal. Woohoo! I'm gonna make myself a play button out of poop so that I can be happy about it. And yeah, so man, some shady people spinning around here. Yeah, alright, that's it. Squirrel. Yeah, thank you for watching. I have so much stuff planned. I'm teaming up with friends, and honestly, things are starting to look good for a lot of things that I'm planning for the future. And you guys want to stick around and watch what happens? Stick around, subscribe. If you don't, don't. It's completely fine. I'm not here to be a YouTuber. I'm just documenting things. This is just a vlog channel. This is what Nas is up to. Hey Nas, what you doing? Oh wait, that's Russ Lyman. Never mind. Alright, just kidding, man. I got 2 cats. I love my girlfriend Maggie. Taking care of my mom, who I also love. I have amazing friends that are quality and people I can trust. The rest falls into place. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, moving forward. Love you guys. Peace, love, and unity. Own your collection, and don't let your collection own you. Peace, everyone. Slava Ukraini. Bah. guys, how's it going? Nas here, awkwardly coming out of the Delorean. And if you're not watching Nostalgic, I don't know what you're doing. Peace.